Hello everyone, welcome back to this amazing session of Big Data Analytics. So in this video playlist, we will be covering the whole subject. And since exams are approaching, we'll begin with the first topic and we'll try to complete each and every topic in a very simple way and explain you in such a way that I will always remember it even if you graduate. So let us talk about classification of big data. So the subject itself has the word big data. So what is big data? So we'll be talking about that. Before we say what is big data, let us classify the big data. Big data, from the name you can understand that it's very huge and enormous data, right? But still this data is categorized into three types, that is structured, semi-structured and unstructured. So let me quickly tell you what is structure. So before we start, let us take an example of our bedrooms. So if you are let it be parents or your own student bedroom, you will observe that there are wardrobe and everything. Okay, so in the wardrobe, you know that our mothers are very strict Indian parents. So what she does, she strictly arranges the undergarments in separate section, pants in separate section, shirts in separate section, which has to be hung. It will be hung using a hanger. So everything is structured over there. So that is nothing but everything is neatly arranged, completely organized. That is our structured data. And let us be honest, only 10% of the room is always structured. You see, talking about semi-structured data, you can think of it like your study table. So in your study table, you might have kept books together, like textbooks and notes together, and some papers or assignments all together in a separate place. Though they all come under like paper and learning books category, but still different books are kept together, and you have kept different pens together over the drawer or something like that. And you might have arranged different types of photo frames or any decorative items together, though they all are decorative items but they are different. So that's how your semi-structured data is. Though it follows some type of organization, but still it's different. They say that phrase same but different, just like that. Then talking about unstructured data, we can talk about our drawer, which where we keep, the sticky notes, stapler, pen, ink, eraser, all sorts of different things. If someone give you something, you just put it over there. Some pen caps and all. So if you be honest, 80% of the data in is unstructured. Okay, so 80% of the data, all the in this big data, 80% of data is unstructured, and so as our room is also 80% unstructured. It's all messy and all torn apart here and there. So that's what is the basic understanding of types of data. In structured data, we can see the characteristics, that is predefined schema, in the sense what before you create a table, you already define the table. You use that in SQL, you use the command, right? Create table, you'll give specific table entities and all. So that is predefined schema. Fixed columns, in the sense what every row, so whatever row we are adding, they will have fixed number of columns. Then we have data type enforced. Data type enforced is nothing but if you have entity in age, so age must be a number. You cannot give age is equals to in the writing THIRTY like that. It has to be 30 like that. Okay. Then constraints. So constraints nothing but email should be an email. You cannot write name, just name in place of email. And age cannot be negative. It is also a constraint. It's that kind of thing. Then relationships. So tables can connect different types of entities with each other. For example, if you have an teacher department, then you have, okay, so you have a teacher and different departments like CSC, AML. So you can connect both of them together. So that's a relationship. Teacher and student has a relationship. Which teachers take which class, that is a relationship. Okay, so the example of structured data is RDBMS, that is what Relational Database Management System. Spreadsheets, OLTP, that is online, OLTP, I guess, transaction platform. OLTP, I wrote PT, so we'll just make it OLTP, that is online transaction platform. Then we'll move to semi-structured data, that is we have inconsistent structure. In the sense what it will follow some type of structure, organization, but then it's still different, in the sense what it can have one entity can have 8 rows, the other can have 5. So here number of rows are different. So one record might have 5 fields, another record might have 8 fields. So we can see different records having different fields, not fixed. Here it was fixed, right? Fixed columns and all. Here it's not like that. And in structured data, you cannot add new data randomly. So that's a problem over here. So if you want to add something, it's very difficult. If you want to understand, if you are a short person, if you want to increase the height, you cannot just cut your body into half and add a layer and then keep it like that. If you have to do in reality, there are different types of surgery where they cut your bone and add some rod. That's very complicated and difficult, right? Just like that. In semi-structured data, we can add data self-describing, in the sense that it will have labels. For example, name is like that, exam helper like that, so you can easily understand the name is exam helper, so that is self-describing. Is labels are email, type the email, so email will return, phone number will return, so you can understand easily that this number is nothing but phone number. Schema blended with data. In database, schema is separate from data. Okay, in semi-structure, labels are part of data. For example, when you talk about structured data, so the schema will be there. So labels are different, others are other things are different. But in structured data, labels are itself a part of data. Understood? So if you had studied DBMS, you would have understood this properly. Let's not brag it. We have to complete it fast. Objects can have different attributes. So one person, so suppose user one, they have mentioned their name, and see, it's like any valid information to verify identity. So you will give your name. Sometimes is right in government portals or any other place, you should submit your valid documentation. Some submit their Aadhaar card with name and Aadhaar card, name and PAN card, name and driver's license, name and passport. See, different users, but they have their own preferences. So same object can have different attributes. So one user will have name and email, another user will have name and phone number, so it's all are valid. Example, XML, extendable markup language, HTML, JSON, etc. etc. We'll move to unstructured data. So 80% of data is unstructured. Okay, you have to remember this number. Here it is 10%, and here also it is 10%. So 80% of the data is unstructured. In the sense, what, like in this real time real world, the majority of data which we get is all unstructured from social media platforms, the WhatsApp messages, metadata, Instagram, all the analytic data mining, everything which you do is 80% is unstructured. You have this, market, all the business related things which you get, social media platforms, YouTube, video, images, these all are unstructured data. Web pages also unstructured data. So there are some issues with unstructured data, in which sometimes since it is too big data, huge data, how will you actually, what to say, see, for the relational database and all, you need structured data to work on it, but you don't have. So what will you do? So there are some issues for that, which we have introduced this techniques, that is data mining. Data mining is nothing but finding patterns in large data. Okay, so there are different types of data mining. That is association rule data mining. It is mostly used for market, basket analysis. The main motto of this mining is nothing but what goes with what. Example, if someone buys bread, do they also need jam or butter with it, or egg with it? So if you have ever tried to purchase something from Amazon, if you add something to a cart, they'll also say that customers who bought this product which you are buying also brought some other products. For example, if you are trying to buy a table or something, or a laptop, mostly if you are trying to buy an electronic, especially with laptop, they'll say the customers also bought a mouse pad, a mouse with it, a laptop cooler, like that. That's nothing but association rule mining. Regression analysis. Regression is nothing but you have to predict a value of one variable considering the other variables. Suppose if you have to buy a house, or if you are a seller, if you want to sell a house, how will you rate the price of your house? If it is near airport, the value increases. If it is a corner building, you will have more space for vehicle parking, so value increases. If is there a shop nearby, grocery shop nearby, is there all the required buildings like essentials nearby, a mart, if you are a Muslim then a masjid, if you are a Hindu then a mandir, if you are a Christian then a church. It's just all like that. Then collaborative filtering. Recommend based on user preferences. So suppose there are many users. If you have to see the feedback, if you see mostly if you person likes is a audio learner, a video learner, or text learner. First user will be yes for all, so they all learn everything. The second user, he might not he might not be a text learner. If the simple example for this is when you try to play a video game, this shooting indoor simulation, they ask you whether you're a rookie, advanced player, pro player. So mostly if you have already played it now, you won't be selecting this rookie and all. You'll directly go for a pro player who already knows something. So based on user preferences, you won't be going with all the basics. So here, video learner, audio learner, text learner. If you have to learn something in exam, you're a video learner if you're watching my video. Okay, video and audio learner. You're not text learner. You're not reading the text and all and learning. You're just seeing the video, my video, and listening to my audio. It's just like that. Some users, they might just be audio learners. They won't see the video. They'll just turn it on so that they can hear everything and recall. And some people, they might not understand English language. They might be, Kannada medium. They'll be trying to, see the, translated subtitles in Kannada or something like that. Okay, so we'll go for text analysis. Text analytics is nothing but extracting meaningful information from text. You have text categorization, in the sense what you'll different types of text. Classify email as spam or not. That is text categorization. You will categorize different text, whether this text belongs to something. This text is email or not, valid or not. Then you have clustering. You will cluster related text together. If there are texts which describe something about images, you will relate it on to together. If there are some texts which describe about similar documents, you will group them together. Sentiment analysis is nothing but whether a text, whatever the text is, like comments in Instagram comments, whether they are positive, negative, or neutral. So that has to be analyzed. If someone is trying to text or comment something bad, that shouldn't be allowed. It will be giving a entity extraction. Within a text, you have to extract an object. For example, name, place, organization. In the text, written text, there will be many examples like Rohan studies in VVIT. So Rohan is the name. VVIT is the college or organization. If they have mentioned the address of the college, then that is also a location like that. NLP, natural language processing, where you train the data with multiple languages like Google Assistant, Alexa, chatbot, ChatGPT and all. Then you have noisy text analytics. Let us talk about WhatsApp groups, or just person to person texting in WhatsApp. So you use this shortcut, right? LOL, LOL and all, lots of loud, but you just use LOL. TT, will talk to you later. Hi, bro. GM for good morning. Yeah. So that and all should be understood by the AI, right? When you try to extract it, see, usually humans are not analyzing this text and all. So sometimes you send emojis that should be understood by the AI to analyze. So that's all like that. Filtering words. Sometimes oh, okay, like that. So you'll write that UHM like that. So it's just like that. Then manual tagging with metadata. So when you upload a video, when I upload a video, I put a title to my video, I put some tags related to the subjects. Now, if I just upload the video without any name or anything, it will be difficult for anyone to search it and take use of that video, because though I'm giving meaningful explanation in the video, but still without any name or tag, it's useless. People cannot find it. So that's why manual tagging. So you're giving a title to your video, you're adding tags related to the subjects, so it's very easy to search and make use of it. Part of speech tagging. Grammar. So here, identify grammar rules in sentences. For example, like I said, so and so person studies in this college. So you are trying to understand the grammar. Who is noun? What is noun in this? What is verb? Then again noun. What is preposition? Just understanding grammar in every speech. Then at last you have UIMA. That's nothing but Unstructured Information Management Architecture, which was created by IBM. So it's basically what it does now. So you have millions of user feedback. So all of that can be analyzed to get some insights, positive reviews and all. It's just like that. You don't have to write much about it. Real-time content analytics for enterprises. What's the use case of this? It's what it does. It usually processes unstructured data at scale, very large scale, and together, and it gives us a actual results or analysis. So that's all about the classification of big data. Actually, I took a lot of time for this small topic, but I just wanted you to understand this so that the further topics which you cover should be easy for us to understand, and we can move faster with that. So with this, we complete one topic. We'll see the next video with another topic.